O'Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, Wednesday, July 12, 2023. Stand up for your country. Big story today. The FBI chief, Christopher Wray, testifying before the House Judiciary Committee. As I expected, Wray didn't offer very much, but I have to say that the Congress people, pretty lame across the board, and I'll explain why that is. American people were not well served by this today. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. So if the most powerful law enforcement agency in the world, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, is compromised by politics, this country and the world has a problem. That's where we start. So the director is Christopher Wray. He was appointed by Donald Trump on June 7, 2017. And he comes across as a staid, S-T-A-I-D, man, but he has certainly allowed the Bureau to get out of control. There is no question about that. Is he as bad as his predecessor, James Comey? No. But Wray is either incompetent or corrupt, one or the other. So you got him in the room, okay? But he emerges pretty much unscathed. So before I get to the proof of this, I want to give you a poll taken by Fox News late June. Very simple. Do you have confidence in the FBI? No, 40. Yes, 59. Okay. Now, that is because the agents who are in the field across the country are very good at what they do. And they don't have, most of them, a political bent. Now, there are offices like Richmond, Virginia, that do. But I think Americans are separating the actual agents from the hierarchy in Washington. I just want to put that out there. So there were 19 Democrats on the House Judiciary Committee today. Not one wanted to know anything negative about the FBI. Not one. In fact, all they wanted to do in this hearing today was bash Donald Trump. Go.
So to sum up, President Trump had many chances to voluntarily comply with FBI and DOJ's request. Instead, he made the choice to keep these highly classified defense and national security documents, apparently because he wanted a souvenir.
We are here today because MAGA Republicans will do anything to protect Donald Trump, their savior, no matter how unfounded or dangerous it may be to do so.
I mean, Trump wasn't even involved with this at all, other than the FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago, okay, which was legal. The Bureau acted under a warrant. Should have it taken place that way? No. But beside that, that's it. But every Democrat, they want to divert attention away from corruption within the FBI onto Trump. And that's what they're going to do on every issue, every time, all day, from now until the election of 2024. Now, as I predicted yesterday, Wray wasn't really going to answer any questions. Go.
Needless to say, the injunction itself is the subject of ongoing litigation, and so I'll decline to comment further. As you know, this is a very active, ongoing investigation, and there are some restrictions on that. It's an issue of commenting on ongoing criminal investigations, which is something that by longstanding department policy we are restricted in doing, and I can't speak to the specifics.
It's not true. He can speak to the specifics of anything he wants as long as he does not convict someone who has been charged. So notice the word policy. It's his policy. He can make up any policy he wants. Now, these were the primary issues at that hearing today. First, were there FBI plants on January 6th? Okay. Did the FBI have undercovers inside the Capitol riot? Now, we know that the FBI was warned weeks in advance that violence may have take place on January 6th, and they did nothing about it, alerted no one. That's what should have zeroed in on with Wray. You knew, you did nothing. Why? Question wasn't even asked by the Republicans. Stunning. Second issue, did the FBI go to social media companies and tell them not to run the Hunter Biden story? Yes or no? Now, it's on the record from Twitter. They did. The FBI agents did that. Did Wray know that? Again, wasn't specific. These are simple questions. I'm a simple man. Did your agents go to Twitter or any other social media company and tell them not to run certain stories, like the Hunter Biden laptop? Yes or no? Third, did the FBI target Catholic churches? Now, Wray addressed that a little bit because the evidence is overwhelming against the Richmond office that it did. And Wray said, well, when I found out about it, I was outraged. And it's under investigation now, and we're going to do something later this summer. That's what Wray's answer was. Okay. Now, the big story is the Biden family finance story. And the best guy on this was a congressman that I have criticized in the past, Matt Gaetz. Go.
Sounds like a shakedown, doesn't it, Director?
I'm not going to get into commenting on that.
You seem deeply uncurious about it, don't you? Almost suspiciously uncurious. Are you protecting the Bidens?
Absolutely not. The FBI
Well, you
does
won't
not
answer the
has
question.
no
Hold on.
interest in
You won't answer the
protecting
question
anyone
about whether or not.
politically.
Okay. But the question, Matt, wasn't framed properly. You've got to ask him yes or no questions. You know he's not going to say, oh, yeah, we're protecting the Bidens. Now, I know the Republicans in the House want to get on record, but you have other opportunities to do that. In your 5 minutes of questioning, you pin him down. All right? You had the Hunter Biden laptop. The FBI had it. They verified that it was Hunter Biden who put the stuff in the machine. Yes, yes. Then how could your agents go to Twitter and tell them it might be Russian disinformation, whatever? That's what you do. You build a stair step. All right? This is what I do for a living. Now, people think, well, they elect a congressman or a senator, that these are brilliant people. They're not brilliant people. They don't know how to interview. But you've got to anticipate what Wray, shrewd hombre, is going to do and say. All right, I'm going to go over this again because it's important. These are the questions that should have been asked and were not to Christopher Wray. 1, did the FBI have any role in assisting the IRS in the Biden family investigation? Any role at all? If he said yes, then you say, what was that role? If he says no, he could be lying under oath. Okay, second question. Mr. Wray, did you know FBI agents were meeting with social media corporations and discussing information? Did you know that? Yes or no? What did you know? If he answers yes. If he answers no, then he's an incompetent boob. His people are going to Silicon Valley and he doesn't know it. Third, what specific discipline have you taken against FBI personnel for these social media meetings, where Twitter itself, from its own files, has said the FBI came in and said, don't run the Hunter Biden laptop stuff? What discipline have you taken, Mr. Wray? Okay? And fourth, is it your responsibility to investigate charges that have been given by whistleblowers to you and the FBI about corruption on the part of President Biden? Remember, the FBI held back the whistleblower memo where the accusation was then Vice President Biden got money from his son and brother. They held it back. It had to threaten Wray with contempt of Congress to have him give that up. And he gave it up in a redacted form. Didn't make it public. Okay? Why? Why did it take that threat of contempt of Congress for you to give it up? Why didn't you just come on in when asked? Again, I'm a simple man. These are simple questions. None of them are asked. So Wray comes tonight, while I'm talking to you, he's got his martini. He's not in any danger. His boss, Merrick Garland, is going to protect him, and Biden's going to protect him because he's protecting them. That's the swamp. And that's the memo. Do you really control your retirement money? If you've got a 401k or IRA, the government controls it. They decide how much you can borrow, when you must pay it back, and you'll owe taxes and penalties for taking money out too soon or waiting too long. With Bank on Yourself, you can grow and protect your hard-earned money. It is guaranteed predictable growth and retirement income. Your plan doesn't go backward when the markets tumble. Both your principal and growth are locked in, and your tax rate will be zero in retirement. So get a free report with details on how the Bank on Yourself strategy adds guarantees, predictability, and control to your financial plan. Please go to bankonyourself.com/nospin, bankonyourself.com/nospin. Let's go to the mail. Ken Summers, Canton, Georgia. Why is the Pope the only or best person to urge peace negotiations between Russia and Ukraine? Because the Vatican is a influential place. And the Pope has done everything he could possibly do to get Putin to the peace table, and Putin won't do it. I mean, simple as that. Larry Holt, Mission Viejo, I'm a 20-year viewer. Own all your books. I value your honest, direct approach to the news. Please help me understand how President Biden has the authority to continue to send money and arms to Ukraine without a vote by Congress. Excellent question. The Foreign Assistance Act of 1961, passed by Congress, signed by JFK, gives the president the power to order the State Department to send humanitarian and military aid to any country the president wants. Very good question, Larry. Deborah Tanner, Wartrace, Tennessee. With the current group running for president, I'm seriously considering not voting for the first time since 1988. Motivate me. Not my job to motivate you, Deborah. You don't want to vote? That's your conscience? Don't vote. I would go, write in your own name or a friend's name or my name or whatever, but not my job to motivate you to vote. John, concierge member, I would counter your assessment that there are no religious people who are fighting the relentless secularists. Please consider Franklin Graham, James Dobson, Jason Whitlock, among others. That's right, but they're not nearly as powerful as Franklin Graham's father, Billy Graham, or Bishop Sheen, or clerics in the past who had national forums. That was my point. David Spano, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Bill, what do you know about the abrupt firing of Geraldo? I don't think he was fired. I talked to him, and he said he just had had enough. Geraldo Rivera will be here on Monday on the No Spin News, so we will find out. Lisa Thompson, Flippin, Arkansas. My husband and I have been long-time fans of yours ever since the O'Reilly Factor. Since you left FNC, the outlet has become very repetitive. I agree with that. There's a fear, not just at Fox, across the board. Maureen Raymond, Waldwick, New Jersey. Do you feel comfortable endorsing products on your radio show? We do our best vigilance. If they have better Business Bureau ratings, A or higher, A+, we take there. But we can't go day to day on it. So if something happens, then we alert you, or we don't take their ads or whatever. But all we can do is investigate as best we can. Nancy LaFrance, Atlanta, Michigan. Hey, Bill, received my is it a no spin mug or a Team Normal mug? I think it's a Team Normal mug. And shirt today, both very high quality. We pride ourselves in that, Maureen. Nancy, I should say. I love the weight of the cup. It will not tip over, and on and on and on. We have the best products. Team Normal. Because that I have control over. And they better be good because they got to send them to me first. Okay. Killing the Witches. You're getting a lot of buzz now on this. Comes out September 26th. Great Halloween gift. But you're going to want to read it. You can order it in advance. You'll get it first. BillO'Reilly.com, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, all of that. Then we have the summer reading program, which has been extremely successful. And it gives me pleasure to know that thousands of Americans are reading books. Get Killing Crazy Horse, Killing the Killers, Killing the Legends, and a Team Normal hat, $32.95. That's a piece of salmon in an upscale restaurant, $32.95. That's salmon. And they don't even give you a vegetable. Okay, 3 books and a hat, salmon. Here you go. Word of the day, do not be Saturnine, S-A-T-U-R-N-I-N-E, Saturnine when writing to me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town, please. And we'll be back with the final thought in a moment. Well, you did the tough thing during COVID. You paid your people and pulled your business through the pandemic. And now you could qualify for up to $26,000 per employee at covidtaxrelief.org. Government funds are available to reward companies with 2 or more employees who stayed open during COVID. This is not a loan. You don't have to pay it back. Nobody knows about this more than the CPAs and tax experts at covidtaxrelief.org. You pay nothing up front. They do the work and share a percentage of the cash they get back for you. Even those businesses who took PPP loans can qualify. Nonprofits and churches as well. So let covidtaxrelief.org help you get up to $26,000 per employee. Visit covidtaxrelief.org. That's covidtaxrelief.org. Okay, final thought of the day. I got a nice note from our radio chief who distributes me on the radio saying, O'Reilly, you're kicking butt. We have more than 300 affiliates across country. Our flagship station is WABC in New York. This is the legacy station of all time in America, WABC. And you can listen to it wherever you are. If you go WABCradio.com and it clicks right on it, it says listen live, bing. So there's the ad today in the New York Post. And we are on at 9 p.m. They take a simulcast of the No Spin News. We're on at 7:40 with Sid Rosenberg in the morning, Sid and Friends, commentary then. And then with Curtis Lewa about 12:05, 12:06, shortly after noon. So we got 3 hits every day, WABC. They're a great partner for us, an excellent partner. And I want to give an attaboy on Final Thought today. So I liked the show today. I think it was very worthy. I hope you did too. We always like to hear from you in the mail segment. Thank you for watching and listening to the No Spin News. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.